You were never broken. You were never wrong. You were simply wired differently, because you came here with a mission. So many of us who carry the marks of ADHD, or who live as deep-feeling empaths, know this truth in our bones. We were born into a world that did not match our frequency. And research shows again and again that trauma and ADHD are tangled. That children raised in unsafe spaces grow into adults with restless attention, racing minds, and hyperactive energy. But here's what the studies don't say: your trauma wasn't an accident. It was an ignition. When you were small, you learned to see beyond words. You turned on your third eye before you even knew its name. You scanned faces, tones, and atmospheres like a radar dish, searching for the first ripple of danger. And yes, psychology would call that hypervigilance. But at the soul level, it was your Ajna chakra opening before its time. This is why so many empaths are born from difficult childhoods. The unsafe ground forced your sight upward, inward, and beyond. And if you've always felt restless, different, impossible to pin down, maybe that's not disorder. Maybe it's divergence. Maybe you are a starseed, souls like ours incarnate with nervous systems that vibrate at a different bandwidth. ADHD isn't a flaw, it's a system designed to process reality in quantum leaps, to hold more input, more novelty, more frequency. Empath sensitivity isn't weakness, it's the wide-open aura of a soul who came here to transmute, to alchemize, to ascend and to build a new Earth. But because Earth is heavy, slow, and dense, the very gifts you carried in became survival tools. Trauma bent them into armor. Your third eye that should have scanned for love began scanning for danger. Your heart that came coded for joy braced itself for pain. And yet, this too was part of the plan. Because trauma quickens awakening, it shatters illusions fast. It forces the soul to either collapse or expand, and you chose expansion. From the Hermetic view, this is the law of polarity. The deeper the shadow, the greater the light that can emerge. From ascension mechanics, it's the scalar shock that forces dormant strands of your DNA to spark alive. You were pressed by life not to be broken, but to be forged. Now, the initiation continues. The survival programmings are ready to be upgraded. Your work, our work, is to retrain the third eye. To stop scanning for danger, and begin scanning for beauty. To seek not the tremor of threat, but the pulse of love. To teach our brilliant, divergent nervous systems to anchor not in fear, but in safety, joy, and light. So if you've been told you are too distracted, too sensitive, too much, remember this. You are divergence. You are starseed. You came here with your gifts deliberately wired into your body. Your ADHD is not broken focus, it is quantum focus. Your empathy is not weakness, it is the awakened sight of the heart. Your trauma was never meant to destroy you. It was meant to quicken your ascension. And now, it's time to reclaim your senses, and let them scan the horizon not for shadows, but for the dawn. Walk without shame, empowered in your superhuman abilities.
Round and round the world we spin, who knows where we're going? Up into ascension we sail, pop goes the matrix. Here we stand and here we rise. God resides inside you. You are God, and everything is pop goes the matrix.